Hello everyone, Lakey here, and I have finally gotten around to sitting down and answering this Q&A, which it's saying as of right now I asked about a month ago, so forgot about it for sure, but I will answer that today. If you asked a question, sorry for the long wait. And yeah, this was in honor of hitting 17,000 subs for a second time, and we're nearing 8,000 now, so it's overdue. But yeah, I'm sitting here, don't know what the background gameplay is gonna be. It'll be something for your enjoyment. If you're like me and you need to, I guess, have something visual to have, that is there for you, and I will try and put up pictures on the screen of stuff that I talk about, if applicable. And then, yeah, got a nice cold drink here. I have sorted by, I believe it's sorted by top comments. And so I'm just going to scroll down and make my way through there. It says there was 169 comments. I don't think that's entirely correct because someone spammed one comment over and over again. And then there are some repeat questions in there, so I will not answer repeat questions if I already answer one. And then I don't know if I'll do this, but if possible, I will have timestamps available for you so that you can click to a specific question if you want. And yeah, so let's begin here with Miles Snipes. This was, I guess, one of the top comments. It's a series of questions within one question. So, do you have a boyfriend? No. Cats or dogs? I would say both, if that's an option. How old am I? I'm 19. Highest kill game with what gun? I'm really, honestly, not sure. I used to keep track of that kind of thing. I don't anymore. And so much of it happened so long ago. And so, especially with taking a year break, I kind of forgot a lot of that stuff. And memories are slowly being unlocked in my brain where I see a clip of footage and I remember, oh yeah, that was a high kill game. So the highest that I can remember is dropping around 139 kills with the RPK on Metro, as was seen in my LMG ranking video. And then favorite sniper, favorite assault rifle, favorite LMG. So my favorite sniper rifle, it's different now than it was before because I'm using different sniper rifles because I've maxed some out and I'm in the process of maxing more out. So for right now at the moment, I'm really loving using the TRG. That one is just a lot of fun to me. It feels really nice getting headshots with that weapon. It doesn't feel too loose of a sniper rifle. And I guess all-time favorite sniper rifle would have to be the AWM or L15A3, as we all know that name got changed. I just love the way that one sounds, honestly. But really for sniper rifles, if I had to pick a top three, because I feel like it's impossible to pick just one, because it's like I like the AWM, but at the same time, I also really like some of the other sniper rifles. So, top three would be TRG-42, AWS, and AWM. Favorite assault rifle? I don't really have one. That's a category that I don't know. It's not as exciting to me as others, but the C7A2 has really piqued my interest as of late, so I'll go with that. And then favorite LMG, I'm not sure that I have one either. I kind of hopped on the M60 for a while to kind of spite people because I thought it was funny that they would get upset. But really, I like the Colt LMG as my favorite LMG, I guess, if I were to go with just one. Next question, nutrition is important as they mentioned how they already asked where I got my name from. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a Q&A from a while back that answers a lot of questions. So you should go watch that too because there are some repeat questions here. So, I mean, if you feel like watching around 2 hours worth of me talking about myself, go ahead. I'll have that linked in the description. But now, this time, they're asking, why did I pick my YouTube picture? Who drew it? And did I draw it? This was at the time before I did my channel rebrand, but the picture is essentially the same still. And I did that myself. It is actually a typeface rather than I just drew it it looks drawn as it's a messy typeface, but it is the Sycamore font by Set Sail Studios, and it's just BC. Okay, next question. Exotic Kimchi asks, what is my favorite egg, and do you want to be friends? I don't know how to answer this about the egg. Honestly, I'm not sure what that means. I guess if it's food, I've only eaten one kind of egg. I guess chicken eggs. I don't understand what other kind of egg I would possibly choose to be my favorite. And if I want to be friends, no, I don't know you. So I can't say very much. I don't know much about you if I would want to choose to become friends with you. So respectfully decline. And then Franco Lee, next question, asks, do you ever think you're going to be a full-fledged Roblox channel with not just shooter games? No. No. I only really, a few games on this platform pique my interest, and so I will not be playing any games outside of what I currently play now, or have on the channel now, or beyond what is requested by a channel member. And other Roblox games just aren't that interesting. You won't find me playing Adopt Me, you know. Next question, Goku Manikadan asks, oh, this is a joke one. What's your social security number? What's your credit card number? What's the 3 digits on the back? And what is your mother's maiden name? Very funny. Okay, Mina T has 5 questions in one. Number 1, is my real name Lily? No. For some reason, people seem to confuse screen names and nicknames with being an actual name. So my name is not Billy or Lily. It is Lily. That's my real name. Number 2, how is your voice so nice? I don't know if I could call it that. People tell me I sound like an 8-year-old boy, so, you know. What is the story behind your YouTube name? Honestly, can't give a great answer to that. I don't even really understand why I chose it. Number 4, what is your favorite weapon in the game? The Judge. Number 5, do you know any good all-around gun that fits every map and every play style well? I remember thinking about this one. I would honestly go with an LMG because while they might not necessarily seem like they'd be the best for close range, the damage that you can get out of them, with some of them being able to kill in 2 shots to the head, there's a good number of those able to do that, and then the range capability is there as well. So I feel like you're getting a hard-hitting weapon that can cover all ranges, and you're not limited by a playstyle. So I would pick any of the LMG, well, not any, but if you go with an LMG, I think that's the way to go if you're looking for an all-around weapon. Next up, DankR700 asks, face reveal when, and will you branch out to other FPS games or just other Roblox games in general? I've kind of done a face reveal, half face reveal. My Twitter has my face in it, kind of. I mean, it's like my forehead. I don't really want to do a face reveal because given my hair, my piercings, my tattoos, I feel like I would be fairly easily identifiable, and I don't want to be easily identifiable. So beyond what I post in the community post where I'm shooting a weapon and whatnot, I'm not really interested in doing that. And then as far as branching out to other FPS games or Roblox games in general, I feel like I kind of answered that, but branching out, not really a priority for me right now. Next question, Small Asian Boy asks, will I do a face reveal? I already answered that. Where am I from? Well, I don't know how to answer this question anymore as far as where I'm from, because I just moved to a different state in the United States. So, like, I was living in California for quite some time, but before that I was living in Texas, but now I'm living in Oregon, and that's my kind of spot for the foreseeable future. But I was born in California, so I guess I could say I'm from California, but since I'm living in Oregon now, do I say that I'm from Oregon? I don't know. But yeah, any one of those 3 places, really, because I've spent considerable time there. Next question, 8th Dragonian asks, when did you, wait, no, I'm stupid. When you were starting on PF, did you sometimes rage or got very furious and frustrated? No, I feel like I would describe myself as being a very laid back and chill person, so I don't really get off of my baseline very much, and I find it very hard to get angry at a video game, or angry in general for that matter. I can't think of the last time I was even angry, so no, I did not rage or get furious or frustrated really beyond like not liking that a cheater was in the game. Next question. V. Cheves asked, you got any good memes? Yes. I'm displaying them on the screen now. Hopefully I edit that in of the memes that I like. And do I have any pets? Yes, I have a pet cat and I have a pet dog. Next question. Guan Yao asks, do you like JoJo? No, I think that's anime. I don't know what that is really, but I don't think I could say I dislike it because I've never interacted with it, but I don't know, I guess is the short answer. Favorite music genre, the blues. Favorite artist and song, favorite artist, that's so hard to do. That is so hard to do. I'm gonna pick three artists: Red Hot Chili Peppers, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Slash. And then favorite song, I will go with Riviera Paradise by Stevie Ray Vaughan. And then which music festivals have I been to? None. Next question by Johnny. Boyfriend, how old, real name? No boyfriend, 19, Lily. Nice person. Next question. Nice person asks, why Phantom Forces? What made you keep playing this game for years? Seems like a strange choice to focus on blah blah blah, you blah blah blah. Have I played other FPS? If so, could you recommend to other people who are used to Phantom Forces? I guess I chose Phantom Forces because it seemed like an interesting game at the time, and I had played Call of Robloxia in the dying years, and so Phantom Forces was just the logical next game to play from Stylus. And then what made me keep playing the game? Well, I enjoyed playing it because I got pretty far and progressed pretty far in the game without really doing much YouTube videos on it. And then YouTube, of course, was a focus, and then I've had a goal of maxing out all of the weapons as far as attachments go as of recently. Well, kind of recently, but with the recent attachment additions, I'm not sure that that's such a feasible idea. And then as far as other FPS recommendations, I don't have any because I don't really play any other FPS games. Tried out Modern Warfare, but I couldn't really stick with it. I just didn't really take to it. Didn't make me want to come back and keep playing it. Next question, Inspired Brew asks if I can do a 20k face reveal and a revised How to Snipe Better. I already answered the face reveal thing, and then How to Snipe Better, I kind of revisited that topic not too long ago. There's the old video that I have, which I guess is maybe what they're referring to, but at least as far as the revised one that I did or revisited, that's still there. You can still watch that, and I don't have plans to do another one because it would kind of be redundant. Next question from Nub Alert. For their question, they're asking if I think that Phantom Forces has died and what I think about the state of the game and the community. I don't think it's died. It still has a strong player base and a consistent player base. While there are games that are more popular, I think to proclaim that Phantom Forces has died, like many people have, are kind of exaggerating there. And given how long the game has been around, I would say that the player count that it has is still pretty impressive given the life of the game and the timeline, you know? So no, I don't think it's died. And then as far as what I think about the state of the game and the community, I think it's fine. I was, at least right now as of recording, I was very skeptical about how they would manage developing Call of Robloxia and keeping Phantom Forces updated, but the dichotomy that they've got with Mar and Raspy handling Phantom Forces, and then Stylus, the main core of Stylus handling core, actually works really well. So I like the way that it's still active and the community is still active, and even though there is a lot of toxic and immature people in the community, I guess I don't really feel too strongly about the community, although I think generally speaking, I don't really like the community, but that goes for most Roblox communities. Next question, Griffin Kennedy. This is a lot of questions in one. Favorite sniper rifle in Phantom Forces? Kind of already answered this. Please show us your cat, maybe. Okay, I'll put a picture here, hopefully in editing. I'm bad at math, so what's 1 + 1? 2. Face reveal, already answered that. What's my least favorite gun in Phantom Forces? I don't think I really have one. A least favorite. I don't think I have a least favorite. And how did I discover Phantom Forces? Kind of talked about this already, but played Call of Robloxia, transitioned to playing Phantom Forces when that was applicable. Next question, Kyle Mullet asks what I am studying in school. Biology, currently, biology major. Don't know how that will pan out, honestly. Frost Magic asks, what's my favorite breakfast? French toast. Next question, Samuel Islico. I hope I didn't butcher your name. I'm sorry, I'm a gringo. Will I ever do a Phantom Forces live stream? And what's my favorite game on Roblox aside from Phantom Forces? I got more RAM, and I have pretty decent internet now, so a live stream would definitely be possible. Just have to actually set that up. And then what's my favorite game in Roblox besides Phantom Forces? I guess Apocalypse Rising. Yeah. Next question. Sky6an asks, where are you from and when did you get your first tattoo and where? Already answered where I'm from. I got my first tattoo in February of 2019, the last day of February actually, in San Francisco. Next question, Noodles asks, what are your thoughts on the higher FPS you get, the lower recoil you'll have? I haven't looked into this a whole lot. I don't play with an FPS locker, and so as long as I have like 60 FPS, I'm satisfied. I think it's interesting though, but makes sense still. And I would be curious to see further the impact that it can have, but at the same time, I'm skeptical about how impactful it is in some regards, as I feel like there's a lot of factors that can go into affecting how you play, but it's definitely an interesting concept, and I don't know that there's much stylists can really do to address it, but especially with FPS lockers being commonplace now, I would be curious to see if that gives you a definitive competitive advantage over someone in the grand scheme of things. Next question, Tactical Nugget asks, when will someone be my friend? Well, you have to go make friends. You can't just wait for someone to become your friend. Next question from Jack Haley. Do you make enough revenue on YouTube that if all else fails, you could fall back on that? No, I do not. It's kind of ironic as my channel has grown and my views have gotten larger, the YouTube AdSense situation has gotten worse, and as such, worse revenue. So it's not really a sustainable, it's not like a job really. I don't earn that much, but get something at least. Next question, Cowboy asks, when can I be in the Q&A? Here you are. Number 2, am I good at PF, as in they're referring to their self? I don't know. Number 3, feeding or trick shotting? Neither. I don't do either. Number 4, will you ever do a face reveal? Already answered that. Next question from Splendy. Do you want to stay on YouTube as a creator for undefined time, or are you already thinking about leaving again, like in several months, when you don't have that much time as you do now? So I don't have all the information put together as to what the future holds, because some of it's unknown. But as far as what I know now, I will definitely be moving in the fall back to the city that I go to college in an apartment, and I don't know what the internet situation will be like there. That is kind of the X factor a little bit, because if I can't really upload, then that's not going to be practical. And then on top of that, I'll be back in classes. I'll have access to a gym again. I'll be basically living with my friends again. So as far as other things that I want to do, I don't think that YouTube will be a great priority as far as allocating my time goes. I honestly don't know that even if the internet situation is good there, I'm not sure that just because of time I would be able to sustain regular uploads, because my credit hour, I'm like 1 credit hour away from having the max amount of credit hours as far as classes that go, and then I'll be able to see my friends again, so not much time is going to be spent just kind of at home in quarantine. So yeah, I don't know what it looks like. I plan to upload so long as life allows me to, essentially. Next question. Carborn asks, what is your name, Billy or Lily? Neither. My name is Lily. Next question. It's Zarky. When did you decide you wanted to do YouTube videos? So back in 2013, when I was 12, I saw other people doing YouTube, and I was like, that's cool. I'm gonna do that. And then it went nowhere for literally years, and my content was horrible because I was just some kid not really knowing what they were doing. But yeah, I thought that it would be cool to share games with other people on YouTube, so I did that. Okay, next question from Deputy Wick. What would be your dream firearm to own in real life? Honestly, I don't really have one. I think that firearms are nice to use, but as far as one singular one that I have I want to own, I don't know. Because my knowledge of firearms is actually rather limited, but, I don't know. I guess the MP40. And then, have you ever looked into the competitive shooting scene? In real life, not Phantom Forces. No, because I don't do that much. I mean, I do, I guess, more shooting for recreation than probably the average person, but I wouldn't consider my aim to be that great, and my vision is kind of sucks, so yeah, not really interested in that. Next question from Abyss Divinity. Am I going to move on and be a Core 6 and Hedros 2 channel, or stick with Phantom Forces? I haven't played Hedros, and I don't plan to make content for it, but as far as Core 6 is concerned, I do plan to do content for that. Next question from World War II Whirlpool. What is the lowest point of your YouTube career, and when did it all seem to recover? I guess when APOC 1 died, I kind of just didn't do anything really after that for a while, and then I shifted to doing some Phantom Forces content, which is where it all picked up. With the APOC 1 thing, it was a sinking ship, the game was dying, cheaters were rampant, and so it was just kind of sad to see it go degenerate so quick, basically, with the way that cheaters ruined the game. But every game has a life, has a timeline as far as, how things are going to go for it in the lifetime. And I think it was only natural for APOC to kind of die out at some point. Next question from Tofu Wofu. What's your favorite taco from Taco Bell? I don't think I can't say that I think I've ever had Taco Bell, so no taco from Taco Bell is my favorite taco. Sean Grandstaff asks, how you do the suppress XP grind thing? This was featured in my Dance Party and Phantom Forces video, and essentially what you can do is you need some surface to hit, so the pit on dunes was applicable for this, as we would shoot up, and you just need to have a good amount of people on both teams, and you just shoot up with a high suppression weapon like the M60. It has 100 rounds, that's good to go with, and then you just get a suppression bonus. Next question from Speedy. When and how did you start Phantom Forces? I participated in the paid access version in 2015. Next question. Why the Worst asks, what is my favorite gun in Phantom Forces, and what do I think is the best gun in Phantom Forces? And then creamy or crunchy peanut butter. My favorite gun is the Judge, and then as far as a best gun, I don't think it's fair to compare a sniper rifle with an assault rifle, because those are different guns and they serve different roles. So as far as picking a best gun, I would have to just pick by category. And then with some of the categories where you have so many weapons, like the assault rifles, PDWs, carbines, I feel like it's hard to kind of definitively pick one best weapon. But, I suppose there's interpretation there. I've kind of done my rankings, so... and then creamy peanut butter all the way. How people can eat crunchy peanut butter, I do not know. That's nasty. Next question from Chomperone. If the BFG50 was just wiped from the game, how would it make me feel? I mean, I would probably feel, it would depend on the motive for removing the weapon, because I don't think it needs to be removed. If they removed it because of community outcry, I think I would be against that. I can't really think of any, rational reason to remove the BFG50, so I guess I would be against it. Even though I think the gun is bad, I don't think it's so bad that it just needs to be wiped from the game. Next question from Somber. What are my thoughts on Apocalypse Rising 2? If there was another big update, would you play the game again? As far as Apocalypse Rising 2 is, I mean, I like it. I think given the state of development that it's currently in, I'm not going to, try and act as, how do I put words here? I'm not going to rate it or consider it as though it's a whole complete game and it's perfect, because it's still an alpha. So have to consider that. But I have enjoyed playing it, although I just get kind of bored now. And I think just from, I got the same way from APOC 1, where just playing it so much, you kind of just do the same thing over and over again. And so, yeah, I don't get the same excitement from Apocalypse Rising in general that I used to get. And right now in the game, for me, a casual player who doesn't really I'm not going to be the best APOC 2 player. I have no aspirations to be that. I kind of just like to play silly and just take my time and play the game at my own pace. It seems like a lot of the people playing that game, they've been, they kind of live and breathe it, or at least play it so much that they're a step ahead of everyone else. And so it's kind of just play it and get wiped out really easily and killed really easily. And I don't know. It's hard to really feel like it's able to be played without having a Zerg sometimes. And I just have issues with the way that sniper rifles are currently, and the way that the map layout is currently as far as battles happening outside of cities. And I guess I could make its own respective video going in depth as to what I don't like about it, but I think it's alright. I don't hate it. And then I do plan to play when the next big update drops, which is apparently soon, and maybe by the time this video comes out, that will be, when the update drops. But yeah, I will play it then. The last time, I'm not really playing it right now, but just because it doesn't excite me at the moment. The last time I played was when I played while high, and then before that it had been months before I played, It had been months since I played the last session. Next question from Sleeping Boy 1. Do you play Insurgency Sandstorm? No, I do not. Next question from Barat Plays RB. Do you know any good weapons under rank 80? Assault rifles, please. Okay, I don't know the rank unlocks of different weapons, so let me just go check this out. Okay, so assault rifles. Under rank 80. Okay, that should be easy enough. HK416, HK47, the FAMAS G2 conversion is apparently really nice. M16A3, AUG variants are there, those are solid. A's Val, AN94 is fun to use as well if you don't hate burst. And then I'm gonna go a little different here. I would recommend the Scar Hammer for something under rank 80. I quite like that LMG. Okay, where is my tab? There we go. Next question from someone 2546. Are you going to upload videos if quarantine is over? Plan on it. Not sure if that will actually happen though. Next question from Jerome Lemieux. Lemo? I don't know how to say French people's names. Okay, just whatever your name is. What's my favorite music style, and what 3 guns do I think should be nerfed? And do you think it's a good or a bad thing being one of the few female YouTubers posting Roblox content? Favorite music style is the blues. 3 guns I think should get nerfed. I mean, I don't know. I've talked about the M60, but that's it's already getting nerfed, so I don't think that counts. I don't know. I'm not really sure on that one. And then I don't actually know how many other women are posting Roblox content, so I I'm not actually sure if there's like a shortage of it or just a large disparity between the number of female and male YouTubers, but it would be nice to see more, I guess. That would be nice. And then next question from Pig Army Plays. What is the first gun you have ever shot? Probably some .22 handgun, I believe, is the first gun I shot. In real life, at least. And next question, Quality Content Uploader XD asks, which languages can I speak aside of English? I mean, I took like 5 years of Spanish, but I can't really speak it. I haven't taken a Spanish course in 2 years, and even then my speaking ability in it was not very good. So really no languages outside of English. Next question from Tung Kien. Am I a weeb? Also toes reveal. No toes reveal. That's weird. I'm not a weeb. I don't know if that's a disappointing answer for your question or not, but no, I'm not a weeb. And then this person, I don't know what that symbol is in your name. I don't know how to pronounce it. It looks like I don't know, 7C, it looks like a little bit. Is the weed on the show real? Yes. I think some people have the notion that me being high is fake. It is not. I don't know why they would get at that idea, but it's all real. Next question from Runner Leaf asks, leg reveal when? No. Next question from Shark Mitsuki. Will you stream PF while high? Sure. Next question from Task Reflex. Could you do another PF while high video and maybe play Arsenal while high because that was incredibly hilarious? I guess I could do another Phantom Forces while high video, and then I already played Arsenal while high, so that's out. But I think when this comment was posted, that video wasn't out, but that's there now. Next question from Hero Kane. Have I played with Oscar before? It is possible that years ago we may have played in a server together, but given that he is Swedish, I believe, basically in Europe, and I am on the west coast of America, I can't think that we would ever end up in any server together because I don't really try and play out in servers outside of the US or optimal region for me, so if we have played, don't know if it ever happened, but probably not. Next question from Cranola. Am I in college? If so, what course am I doing? I am in college. I'm taking multiple courses, and my major is in biology. Next question from Falcon. What do you think about the clipping community, and when are you making that video explaining why you think all the sniper rifles need a nerf? As far as the clipping community, I don't really mind them. I mean, seems like a fair amount of them watch my videos as far as comments go, but that's really the most interaction that I have with them. I guess I don't feel too strongly. However, I don't like that there are some people in the community who, whether I see this in comments or in the game, kind of act like certain updates that would objectively benefit the game are not good because it would harm their ability to clip or something like that, and I don't really like that idea that their need to clip supersedes doing things that would benefit the game. And as far as that sniper rifle video, I don't have any definitive plans to make it, but so yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna make it. Next question from Alan Tang. Will you do another Phantom Forces video while high? Sure. Next question from Dancing Oik. What do you think is the best setup for the PPSH? And then want to collab one day? Probably not. Can you do a face reveal? Best setup for the PPSH? I haven't used it in a while, so I couldn't give you a recommendation on that. And then want to collab one day? No. And then can I do a face reveal? Also no. And then next question from Red and Jones asks, if it happened, what other FPS would you play if Stylus Studios stopped updating Phantom Forces? Even if Stylus were to stop updating Phantom Forces, I would probably still make content on the game until I felt I had kind of exhausted that area. And then with Call of Robloxia coming soon, I expect that will be what I would make content on. Next question from Miles Snipes. Do I think the M60 is fine and doesn't need a nerf? Made a video on this. Next question from Kamala Singh. Will you play Arsenal, Mad City, BSS on this channel? I've already played Arsenal, don't know what Mad City is, and I also don't know what BSS is, so, yeah. And then next question from Blobby. What's the best thing to be high on? I guess weed, because, well, you know, shrooms, I've heard, is a really great experience, but, yeah, I guess I like weed because it doesn't last very long unless you just continue to smoke or take edibles or something like that, and you don't have like a hangover the next day. And if you take too much, you can't really overdose. Like there's an amount of weed which you can take to overdose, but I believe it's like impossible basically to take that much. But if you do take too much, you can just lay down and like sleep it off. So it's really not too bad. So I guess weed to me is like the most optimal thing because it feels low impact and it also has medicinal uses, which is a great thing. Next question from That Ageist Dude. Do you do 1v1s or add people on Roblox or Discord? I will add people on Roblox or Discord if they're like friends or people who I am like better acquainted with and play regularly with on Phantom Forces. And then I don't do 1v1s. Kind of think they're a waste of time and they're just not interesting to me. Because I'm not like interested in like proving myself as the best player. Next question from Canon Betrayer. How long have I been on Roblox? Goals or aspirations on and / or beyond Roblox? Favorite color, favorite pizza? Do I skate? And if so, what preference of board do I have? I've been playing Roblox since 2011. I don't really have any goals on Roblox, but I guess outside of it, I would like to do something with my life. Don't know what that is, but something. Favorite color? Don't really have one either. Favorite pizza? What the heck? Oh, sorry. Favorite pizza? Pepperoni. And I do not skate. Next question from some nerd. Favorite band and favorite holiday? Red Hot Chili Peppers, Stevie Ray Vaughan / favorite bands or artist. And then favorite holiday is Halloween because it's the only time of the year where it's acceptable in society to take candy from strangers. And I have a big sweet tooth. I love candy. So, yeah, that's why I like Halloween. Next question from Blasteroid17. What are your plans for the future once Phantom Forces has died out and you are no longer making videos on the game? Graduate college, hopefully with a better understanding of what I want to do in life, but that's a few years away, but still need to figure that out. So that's my plan for the future, at least, just kind of figure out what I'm doing with my life. Next question from Billy Bob. My favorite gun to shoot in real life is the MP40. Next question from Josh Yeck. Will I do more drugs? My brother is really trying to get me to take shrooms, but I'm not 100% down with that idea at the moment. So, I mean, I guess I will probably do more drugs in the future at some point. Next question from Henry Tran. What state do you live in and what major are you doing? I live in Oregon and I'm a biology major. Oscar Thornstrup asks if I am dyslexic. No. Goose Plays asks, what do you have for dinner? Well, that differs every day. I don't know what I'm having for dinner tonight as it is currently 11:36 a.m. So, figure that out later, I guess. Next question from Agent AK-47. Can you explain Phantom Forces in a nutshell? Pew pew gun. Next question from Corrigus. If the usual content dies out, will you consider other types of Roblox games? I see that you're doing first impression videos, but want to know the extent that you will go to. I mean, APOC is there, even though I'm not the most psyched about playing it right now. I would maybe shift more to that. And then I've done first impressions on a few other FPS games, and none of them have interested me enough that I want to continue playing them. So I guess that I wouldn't really consider other types of Roblox games. And then next question, Ethan B asks, rock collection? No. Next question from Toms. Is YouTube your job or do you do it for fun? I do it for fun. Next question. This is all stuff I've answered before. Next question from Me6. Do you have the Dude Gamer? Don't know what that means. Next question from AP Nut. What do you identify as and how are you doing? I'm doing great. I identify as a lesbian woman and I use she, her pronouns. Next question from SMHD. Favorite YouTuber. It says favorite of YouTuber. Don't know what the of mean. I think that might be an autocorrect of Phantom Forces. but I don't watch other Phantom Forces content, so none, I guess. Next question from Pico Chan. Do you play Smash? And if you do, who do you main? I do not. Next question from Washua. What's your opinion on tripping? I think it is a interesting experience. It seems like it has really helped a lot of people. Like it really opens their mind and kind of gets rid of ego that they have and enlightens people. Like that's actually like a thing. I just don't want to do it right now because I don't feel comfortable with that experience at the moment. And so I'm not going to do that unless I'm like 100% on board. But, other people do it, and I think that's great. It seems like, yeah. Next question from Is It Over asked, why don't you swear in your vids but you swear in Discord? As far as swearing in my videos, as far as stylist creator content guidelines went, up until recently, I think, we couldn't really swear in our videos. But I think they're kind of more lenient on that now. But I just don't because it doesn't really, there's no, reason to swear, I guess. I suppose I could swear to provide some, extra hyperbole if I'm trying to get a point across, really. But I write out a script for every video, so there's not really moments in there where I'm like, I should add an F-bomb, or I should say something here when I don't encounter that many options. But in Discord it's more laid back, and so I talk like I normally would. Next question from Depressed As Always. Why do I smoke? I smoke for recreation because I think it's fun. It's nice to just chill out with some friends and just smoke a little bit. But I don't know, it's also helped with stress, which is nice. Like my Phantom Forces While High video came out right before finals for my spring term. I had done that smoke session right before then, and so it was nice to just de-stress a little bit and just have some fun with friends. Next question from Mega Bob. What is your opinion on cheese? Not a very strong opinion. I like Manchego, and I like a nice Gouda. I like mac and cheese. That's pretty good. XIX GM8LIF asks, can I tray flip a skateboard? No. Next question from Lingo XO asks, which is your favorite battle rifle in Phantom Forces? The G3 or the Beowulf ECR are my favorites. And the next question from Who's Diamond Gaming, what's your opinion on the Tommy gun with a drum? I like it, and I use that. I think I run with the 50-round drum on my setup, which I use for it. Next question from Kettle Cooked Chips. This is so many questions all in one, so prepare yourself. It doesn't even fit on one screen. Okay, so which university am I in? What is my major and minor? I go to University of Oregon. I don't have a minor, but I am at the moment a biology major. I listen to all kinds of music, but generally I don't really listen to much country music or I guess pop music as much. Do I actually like cats? Yes. Which gun do you think people don't use enough? I will go with the CAC SRR in that option. Favorite joke? I don't really have one. Am I a fan of penguins? No, I guess not. Do I follow religion? No. Do you have seasons where you live, or is it always hot and cold all the time? Yes, we have seasons here. And then, what do you think about Australians and their upside downness? I think Australians are great. Have I ever been interested in game development? I mean, kind of. I remember years ago, meeting some random person on Roblox, and then, because I kind of did graphic stuff for people at the time, and they asked me if I wanted to participate in making an FPS game with them. Someone was a map maker, and I guess they had a coder, but that literally didn't go anywhere. I don't think we ever, did anything as, developers. So that didn't happen. I guess kind of interested. What do I think is my best character trait? I try to be a genuine and kind person. So I guess if that's a character trait, that's what I would say. If I could write any story, what genre would it be? Probably sci-fi, fantasy, something like that. What do you think about gumball machines? They're alright, I guess. As a teenager, do you find it difficult to respect your parents? Well, no. I respect my parents. I wish sometimes that they had more respect for me. Yeah. Do I think I've been raised well? I guess. I mean, I guess my parents have done a good job. I haven't been raised poorly, I don't think. Why do kangaroos have abs? Because they're strong. Are there any animals that other people think are cute that you don't like? No. I don't, yeah, no. Those little miniature pigs that people get, I don't think those are very cute. That's what I don't really like. What's the funniest name you've heard? I don't know. I don't think there really is one. Do I believe in ghosts? No. Would I rather be rich but lonely or poor but have a lot of friends? I mean, it depends on what you define lonely as. Being an introvert, I don't mind loneliness, and I feel like, to me right now, money kind of unlocks certain doors for me as far as things I want to do in life, so, this might sound shitty, but I guess rich but lonely. And then what is one thing on your bucket list to do before I die? I think it would be nice to do like the Pacific Crest Trail or the John Muir Trail or something like that before I die, because that's a pretty extensive trail and it's hard to do, but it's definitely something that is super cool to do. Am I into Greek mythology? No. Favorite children's tale? I don't know, the Hungry Hungry Caterpillar, I guess. What is do you read any books? Not really anymore. What is the last thing you ate that you absolutely hated the taste of? My friend Caillou made weed-infused honey for me, and I just could not eat it. Like, I just could not consume it. It just tasted too nasty. I don't mind edibles usually, but this was just too bad tasting that I just could not eat that. Any siblings? I have 2 brothers, and one of them is a twin. Do I like plants? Yeah, I mean, I've got plants tattooed on me, so I guess I would have to like them a little bit. What's my stance on the way that animals are being farmed in the US? I actually just did a research paper on this recently. It's really awful the way that the factory farm model operates, and it's really destructive as well. So I think that needs, like, something will need to happen there, because I feel like that's just a bubble waiting to pop as far as our environment goes and sustainability and our meat consumption as a population and as individuals. It's just one big mess. And unfortunately, due to lobbying efforts, I don't think much is going to change, but it needs to change. And then if I could pick one person in this server, I suppose that would be the Discord server that I have, to be stranded on an island with. Who would I pick? I would pick my friend Caillou, because he can grow plants. He used to be a Marine, so he went through all that training and stuff like that. And so he knows how to, like, survive, kind of. And he has mental toughness. And then, I don't know, I've taken wilderness survival courses, so I think I could maybe survive stranded on an island, depending on how big it is. Thoughts on COVID-19? It's a shame that it's political, kind of came out of nowhere as a virus. It has caused some good and bad things in life for me. My roommate snored, for example, and it made it hard to sleep. Now I don't have to sleep with her in the room. But on the other hand, I lost access to, like, a gym and stuff like that, which I enjoyed doing, and so it was kind of unfortunate that it happened, but give and take, I guess. What's one activity that I like that most people don't know exists? I have no idea. I feel like most of the activities that I like, people probably know about. Do I like to sleep? Yes, I love sleep so much. Would I ever start a business? What would it be about? I suppose I would. I'm not really the leadership or entrepreneur type, so I'm not sure that I would really want to start a business. So, I mean, I guess maybe not to my question. Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know. Don't know what it would be about. Do I plan on going to college? I'm already there. What are my career goals? Well, for a while, I wanted to be a vet, but due to recent, I don't handle blood well, and I don't I care too much for the animals. Like, I have too much empathy for animals that, like, imagine having to put someone's pet dog down. Like, I could not do that, man. Like, I cannot see an animal in pain or, see an animal suffer or anything like that. So I don't think, while I'm empathetic for animals, I don't think I would make a good vet just because I feel like there are emotional limitations that would hold me back. So at the moment, career goals, figure something out. Next question, why is it so fucking hot in my room? And they're referring to their room. I don't know, are you in Australia? You asked a lot of questions about Australia. So if you're in Australia, that might be the answer. Next question, do I like receiving gifts from, this is still on the same person. Do I like receiving gifts from friends? I guess. I feel guilty sometimes receiving it. I don't feel worthy of their gifts, and I have a hard time accepting that, but gifts are nice. Am I physically active? Yes. What's one sport you enjoy either watching or playing? I don't play any sports currently, but I enjoy watching CSGO esports, Formula 1, college and NFL football, and competitive surfing. Do I like the taste of water? I mean, just plain water? Sometimes just plain water is the best thing in the world. So yes, I guess I like the taste of water. Is space cool? Absolutely. What things are overpriced for what they're actually worth? I don't know, probably like tampons and pads. Those are kind of pricey. What's one thing I like about girls, one thing I like about boys? I like everything about girls. And then as far as boys, it's so nice that y'all can pee standing up. I think that's pretty cool. And I've had numerous occasions in the backcountry where it would be nice to be able to pee while standing up. Have I ever seen a rainbow? Yes, many times. Am I afraid of thunder or lightning? No, not really. What is the worst thing that could ever happen to me? I guess death would be pretty catastrophic. What's the best thing that could ever happen to me? Just be granted a ton of money, really? Can I play any instruments? I mean, I guess kinda. I have a bass, a guitar that I like to mess around with, and a guitar, electric guitar as well, but I've never had any formal training on it or instructions, so I'm not amazing at them. I just do it for fun. So I guess you could say I played those instruments. What is one thing I would want to learn? I would like to learn how to surf, but I don't know if that would actually happen. Do I have any items of sentimental value but no real worth? Yeah, I mean, I have some pictures and stuff from when I was a kid and things like that. Do I sleep on my side, back, or front? So I fall asleep on my side and front, but I always wake up on my back. Somehow. Can I do any cool tricks that other people can't? No, not really. What is one thing I wish I had? More tattoos. Why did the chicken cross the road to get to the other side? Favorite food? I don't know, man. There's so many good foods. I can't choose one. Cookies or cake? Cookies for sure. What flavors of pie do I like? Chocolate pecan pie is nice. Apple pie. What other pies have I had? Pumpkin pie is pretty good. Those are the only I can think of. What's an interesting dream that I've had? I tend to forget my dreams, so I can't really remember, honestly. Or I remember them in some capacity, but not enough to really put it into words. So I just can't remember. One thing I hope never changes about me when I grow up, I hope that I can still have fun. That sounds really stupid, but I feel like a lot of people are unhappy, and I would still like to be happy. One thing I hope does change about me when I grow up, I hope I get more tattoos. Do you like the feeling of wind blowing in your face, or is it annoying? No, I do not. I have long hair, and so unless I have it up, wind blowing in my face is annoying. What instrument would I want to play? Not really anything. I'm kind of satisfied with what I've got now. And have I watched any good shows recently? Not really. I did enjoy watching the Jeffrey Epstein documentary that's on Netflix. And I'm in the midst of watching Killing Eve, which is a good show as well. So I think that's all of their questions. Okay, let's scroll back up. Okay, whoop. Okay, okay, next question. Okay. Next question. In your opinion, what do you think is the most mediocre gun? I don't know. The Zip, I guess. Next question from Lazy and Slower. Why do you like Surf's Up so much? It's a great movie. Next question from Roy PS. If I had to use one loadout in Phantom Forces forever, what would it be? Well, does loadout include weapon? I suppose it does. So for melee weapon, Nordic War Axe. For secondary weapon, Judge with Flechette and Speed Loader. For primary weapon, that's a tricky one. I would go with the M60 that I currently have with, I have a folding grip on it, either muzzle brake and compensator, one of those, DDHB reflex, and yeah, I would go with that. What is my opinion on the whole trick-shotting thing? Don't really have one. I don't participate in it, but I think it's fine that people do it. If I could add one new game mode to Phantom Forces, what would it be? Hardpoint is definitely one I could see practically implementing into the game. Next question from Elderly ABC Guy 3. Do I like chicken? Yes. Next question from Master Pyrotechnic. What country am I at? I'm in America. United States of America. Should probably specify there. Next question from Shoople Doople. Do you think you will ever play games with your community and or fans? I would say that I do that regularly in my Discord. Next question from That1H. Yes. Next question from Caillou. Do you think your channel will stay Roblox forever, or will you branch out to other games? I will not be branching out as far as I know. Next question from Jaxie. Do I like Phantom Forces sniping how it is now? If not, what would you change about sniping in the game if you were a Phantom Forces dev or mod? I guess I'm satisfied with it. I do have one thing to change, but I would kind of save that for a video possibly, so I won't get into that here. Then next question from Bellix. Your opinion on what's the best gun in the game currently, and is the BFG a worthy investment since I'm not level 65? The best gun in the game, I don't think that there's a definitive one, and I would say that the BFG 50 is not worth it, not because I don't think you should buy weapons, but just because as far as sniper rifles go, I think there are better options. And as a rank 0, you have stuff like the M1, no, they don't have the M107, Lily. You have the intervention, which is a solid option, and I believe, I don't know what rank you are, but there are other good options up until that, well, I mean, not really, up until rank 65. There's not many, but I mean, the Remington 700 is also solid, so you have options already for sniper rifles that I think are suffice enough. Next question from No You. How tall am I in Roblox? Max height. Next question from Christopher X007GR. I've answered some of these already, so I will answer the ones that I didn't answer already. My favorite map in Phantom Forces is Desert Storm, and then as far as what I would like to be added into Phantom Forces, I've already made a video about that. Next question from Revan Brown asks, not sure if I've covered these yet, but what do I think about other popular FPS games on Roblox such as Arsenal? Arsenal is fine, but I find it to be fairly repetitive, and so I don't really enjoy playing it for very long. And the fact that they have mobile crossover, to me, is just not a good thing. Because it's like you're playing against people who like are objectively at a disadvantage to you, and they're easy to kill, and so it's like it's not, I don't know, I don't find Arsenal to be that fun or that engaging, but you know, for other people I suppose they could see it that way. And then Sparked asks, what is my opinion on shotguns? I enjoy using them in the game. I think a lot of people really exaggerate how awful they are, like as far as like if they're overpowered or whatnot. I think people really tend to like play up how bad they are to play against and like stuff like that. If someone could provide me with a detailed and reasonable explanation for how they're overpowered with sufficient evidence, along with like how they're broken or how they could be nerfed, that's like reasonable and acceptable beyond like shotgun hate, because people just hate shotguns and they'll say irrational things about them. And so I think that they get an unjust amount of hate in the game, to put it shortly. And then Diamonds Valera asks, what gaming do I like to do outside of which I guess of is Phantom Forces. What else do I like to do besides gaming? Would I do YouTube content outside of gaming? What do I want to do after college? Am I going to travel? Where? Gaming that I like to do outside of Phantom Forces, I have Steam linked to my Discord profile, so I guess you can go look at that there. But I play all kinds of different games, really on and off, depending on time that I have and if I feel like playing them, which at the moment I haven't been playing much. Besides gaming, I enjoy watching sports, as I kind of mentioned before, different sports, watching YouTube, backpacking, powerlifting, trying to think of other stuff like hiking, not just backpacking, but just hiking, paddleboarding, kayaking, stuff like that. And then would I do YouTube content outside of gaming? No. What do I want to do after college? No idea. And I don't have any plans to travel at the moment. And then finally, the last question from Gervais Builds. Hand size scale from 1 to 10, 1 being small and 1 being dummy thick big. I have tiny hands, so I would say 1, I guess 1.5 or 2 on a scale of 10. I got tiny hands. It's unfortunate. So that is the end of the Q&A. Not all 169 comments that were submitted. Definitely some repeats in there, but I hope that my answers were sufficient for you. If you would like me to elaborate maybe on something more, you can ask a follow-up question in the comments. That's all I've got for today. Thank you for asking questions, and thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.